Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. This is Wild River Forest. This is a new mod map out by Carl TG and PixelFarms. 220.59 megabytes to download, and I have to say, having a bit of a whiz round it, it's really good. Very gritty. There's a lot of detail. Wide open spaces, plenty of room for placeables and things like that. Some really nice touches, and weirdly, some flashback is the wrong thing, but parts that made me think of other things. I'll explain as I go around. The map looks like this. We have a train. Where are we? That runs right the way down the map. And the roads and rivers run kind of diagonally across the map from that, which gives you the impression when you're driving that the train's running diagonally, but it's not. On New Farmer, we start with this area here, which is the main farm area, and these 3 fields. And we start with this plot here, which is where your sleep trigger is. Now, this map is made for just getting on and playing. It's just jumping on, playing, and having fun. One of the reasons I say that is because you start with a load of big equipment. A load of big tractors, not necessarily a load of big equipment, but the field prices and the plot prices. So if you come in from farm management and start from scratch, you don't have those 2 plots. Those 2 plots combined, all of that and that plot there, 3,852. So let's have a look at some of the forest plots, shall we? Those 2 together, 12,214, 3,203, 3,672. That massive field up there, field 50, 26,691. There's loads of forestry. It has a feel, I suppose, a little bit Bavarian in that there's a lot of forests and the rest of it is all kind of interspersed around the forest. But I'll say what I was going to say in a minute. We start over at the bus stop. Really nice touch. Just got off the bus and kind of off we go. As you see as we turn around though, lighting. Now this has got custom everything. We have got custom sheds with 3D textures, custom foliage, custom lighting, custom whole Mercury trees, custom Oxygen David nature sounds. Plenty of custom stuff. There's not a huge amount of mods added in by the map maker. If we go into this menu here and we scroll down, you'll notice there's no vehicle mods. If we go into build mode, the only thing I found was under sheds. And it's these 2 at the end here. Those 2 sheds. We'll talk about slot count when we get up to the farm. But if we whiz across here, it does say darker look to the map. Like I say, it has a very gritty, real feel to it. I think that's kind of what they've gone for. It's a quite kind of muted palette as well. But some brilliant features, some really great stuff. Bakery just here, and restaurant just there. Both these areas, I think they can be purchased. Yep. So if you want to do landscaping work, tidying up, that kind of thing, unfortunately you can't sell the building site buildings. Which again, from a storytelling perspective, would be great if you could gradually kind of replace those with, different buildings and stuff like that. But anyway, that being said, you can buy the plots of land. If we go out of here, I'm not sure why these areas are fenced in. But anyway, we've got our sleep trigger. Now, be warned, when you come onto here on Farm Manager or start from scratch, whilst the pickup you start with is here, you don't have the sleep trigger. Oh, I've got those turned off, have I? There we go. There we go. Even if you buy this plot, you don't have the sleep trigger. The building is here, but the sleep trigger's not. So you might just have to place a placeable one. But again, level of detail. If we go around the side of here, look at that. It looks spectacular. Reflection off the water. There are 40 collectibles, it says. The collectibles, even though there are 40, are only worth 1,000 still. But there are 40 of them around the map. There are contracts available if you like doing a bit of contract work. So what we're going to do is grab the pickup and we're going to whiz around. So off that way to the north east. No, hang on, south east. The wrong way on the map. Yeah, that way. Let's just go to the map. It'll be a lot easier if we go to there, isn't it? Yeah, we're here. Yeah, southeast. That way down there goes to some more fields, swings around there. There's a little kind of kind of parking area, I guess, there, and some log piles, but there's no sell points or anything down there. The lake we've just seen, we were standing on one end of it, so we're going to go out and round. Now, I don't know if you're watching this, if you've seen the series Dark that was on, was it Netflix? It was subtitled in the UK because it was German, about time travel and stuff. Phenomenal series, absolutely loved it. But weirdly, when I turned here to this junction, my mind suddenly went, oh, it's just like Dark. I don't know why. Very strange, but it just suddenly, whoa. They don't care about the junction, do they? Maybe the junction should be the other way. Anyway, like I said, the detail of the drainage ditches, the culverts, all that kind of stuff, really, really nice. So, heading southwest now. We're heading diagonally, train track, isn't it? We get to the first crossing of the railway, which is usable. We'll get to that in a bit. This is a bit bumpy, so be warned. You can't really hoon across that too fast. We're going to cross over. We don't start with any livestock on the map, but we cross over here and turn left. We've got the livestock market, animal dealer. And then weirdly, bits like this as I drove across, I got a real feeling of the New Forest, kind of open, grassy areas with trees. It's very strange. Anyway, animal dealer is just over here. And then we got the animal dealer sell point, which is tucked around the back here. Spin around again. Right out in the southwest corner, we've got the grain mill sell point. Massive building, as you can see just down there. But it has a very kind of natural feel to the map as well. With the electricity pylons going across the map, and I know not everyone likes them when they're across, but it does make it feel very real, very immersive. And little details like that, like little power substations and stuff dotted around. So, all of this massive expanse is for the grain mill sell point. That bit there. There's a few collectibles here as well. Now, I'm not sure if we can buy this plot actually. I don't think we can. No. We can buy the ones around it. It's a pity really when you think of this massive expanse here that you can put production chains and stuff on potentially. Obviously you can't buy it, but it would be cool if you could. Anyway, back up the road. On the other side, we shall come to the grocery mart. There is one strange bit on here that baffled me, and I've never come across it before, and I don't know if it's a thing in real life. I'm not that well travelled. I've been to a few places, but not, you know, not everywhere. Grocery mart is here. Massive open car park with the grocery mart sell point around the back. And now we're going to take a bit of a drive out up to the other road that runs diagonally across the top of the map, and it's like, I thought it was a dual carriageway, so two lanes running one way, two lanes running the other, but weirdly it's actually two lanes but each way on each side. You'll see what I mean when I get there. It threw me a little bit. Before we get there though, we've got the vehicle store. Another nice touch on this map as well. Buildings that are placed down, most of them look custom made. They're not just plonked down or nicked from other sort of maps or anything like that. And the time has been taken to put the information on there relevant to the map. So, Wild River Vehicle Shop 2022 on the front there. Wild River Vehicle Shop, / main machinery store, vehicle store. Big open space, plenty of room. This is also the reset point, and we've got a vehicle workshop trigger just there. Continuing on. So when we get into the middle, I've got to remember all the terms. I think I've got it. I think. So we'll get there in just a moment. And it takes out to the gas station. But strangely, This is an out and back thing. I thought it might be a route round, but it's not. So when we get up to here, I thought it was 2 lanes going that way, 2 lanes going that way, but we've got traffic going both ways on both sides. I've never encountered that before. Is that a thing? I've never... Get out of his way when he turns in. Yeah, I've never encountered it. I'm going to go across here and then get in the correct lane. Because the gas station is just up here, and then we'll use the same road back again. Yeah. It's the other thing when you're driving along and cars going towards you, you think, whoa, what are you doing? You're on the wrong side of the road. Then we turn off here to the gas station. There's a big kind of pond, I say reservoir, but this is where we might get some of the sound effects in. This side or is it the other side? Yeah, the animals, you can hear the birds now. Nice. So back to the vehicle. This is the gas station. I'll show you the map where we've been. Kind of makes sense really. We started off here. Did those bits. Then went out onto the road. Down there, across the railroad. Down there, animal dealer. An animal dealer sell point. Then we went out there, down to the grain mill sell point. Then we came back up. Grocery mart just there. Then followed this road up to the vehicle store. We've then followed all the way up here, and we're on this bit here. We've gone on this side of the road and come all the way up here to the gas station. Now that just goes off up there. There's no way back over this way, so we've got to go back down and back to that junction, which is not too far. And because we can go this side of the road as well, it's actually alright. We just got to have our eyes and head on a swivel when we go to turn, because there's traffic coming from everywhere. Don't know what to make of it. Let's go straight across, just take a risk. There we go. So we're going to take next left, I want to say. Although weirdly, this kind of not. There is, that's where it is, but yeah. Set back a bit. We're heading into the interior. There will be a turning coming up. This one just here. We'll get over to that in a minute. This road doesn't actually lead us there. We need to take another route to get there. Plenty of open space for doing grass work, and if you want to put animal pens down. A lot of it's flat, so it shouldn't be a problem for anything like that you want to put down. Nice little house there as well, lovely detail. A lot of the wooded areas have got a few hills and stuff in them. Right, continuing on from here. We need to take the next left, I want to say. Yep, just go next left. Head up here. We've got debris crusher. And this is, I say, the main sell point. It does say you can sell all farming simulator crops and products at this sell point. The Wild River local storage just up there. And to our left, all the way over there, there's the debris crusher. That's it. We'll take a quick visit. There you go, debris crusher just there. So the Wild River local storage, it's not a storage building, it is a sell point, that's in there. But we do have some ramps over the sides here next to the railroad. So if you do rent the train, you can bring it to here if you want to load onto it from here. Again, I'm not sure, I don't think, is this purchasable? No. So, from here, we're going to head to the farm. We'll talk about stock count when we get there. We'll look at the vehicles we start with. So, we cross the river again, do we? Yes, we do. There goes the train. It's very picturesque in places. This was one of those ones I drove round, and I must have taken 5 or 6 different screen grabs for a thumbnail, and I was thinking, oh, which one do I use? You know, one that kind of encompassed everything. To our left, We've got an NL1622 6000 silo. That's a 6 million litre silo. It's a standard silo. Over here we have a fuel tank, 10,000 litres, and it is full. And here's the start of our equipment. As you can see, we've got a stone picker, we've got a big old fence, got a telehandler. We do start with some seeds, some fertiliser, some liquid fertiliser and herbicide. I think that's herbicide, that sounds like. We've got a jet wash just here by the side of the river. So, slot count then. On New Farmer, it's 1,106. On Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, it's 1,087. You don't have the sleep trigger, as I've already said. You don't start with the silo on Farm Manager or Start from Scratch, and you don't start with any of the sheds. So these sheds here and over there, you won't start with either. So no silo, no sheds, but you do start with all the machinery and equipment. So 1106 and 1087. A little bit more stuff over here. So we've got Massey there with our spraying gear. Got the New Holland with the cultivator. Over here we've got the large John Deere with a seeder, and over there we've got a John Deere, I think it's an X9 we start with, and a tractor and trailer. So no, that's what we want. Let's go down and look at our start equipment, shall we? Under medium tractors, the Massey Ferguson 8S we just saw. The large tractors, the John Deere 8RT, a New Holland T8435 Genesis, the Fendt 942 Vario, and over there, over by the New Holland Harvester, is the John Deere 7R350. So quite a few large-ish tractors. We have got an X9 1100 John Deere. The telehandler we saw, the JCB, the pickup we're in. We've got the cramped big body, that's over there with the John Deere, the harvester header, stone picker we just saw, the subsoiler we just saw, and the seeder. Sprayers were on the Massey Ferguson. We've got a weeder, some telehandler, tools, and a header trailer. That's all over there. So these are the fields you start with. So like I say, because the field prices and stuff as well, you can just get on and this is a map I should have been playing on hard mode. Because it would have been a little bit easier for me to build up to a point where I could buy fields, because the fields aren't that expensive. Well, that's what I should have done. I should have hung on in case this map appeared. So, from here, we've got the sawmill. Just here, and this is also where the rent train point is. So if you want to rent the train, you do it from here. And you've also got another ramped point there for loading up if you want to do it from here. Or unload if you want to. You can pull the train up and unload from here if you want to. Not long now till we get the Platinum expansion stuff of 3 weeks, I think it is now. 15th of November. We'll have those fantastic Volvo grabs that can pretty much unload or load an entire train car in one grab, which is absolutely fantastic. From here then, back to where we started, and then we're going to take a bit of a whiz out to our left. We're going to go this way. Over another bridge. So there's plenty of farming to do, and there's plenty of logging, but you don't have to do the logging if you don't want to do the logging. You can clear all the trees, or clear a load of the trees out of the way just by mulching them down or whatever, and then go from there. This is the turning I want. On our left we've got carpentry, just there. The next on the left we've got the biogas plant. Now all the triggers and stuff are all there. You don't buy the land. This is one of the ones where you buy the biogas plant. This is 1.5 million to buy the biogas plant. 2 huge silage clamps. The biogas plant just here. We'll have a look at the map again in just a moment. Oh, the train I meant to say, the rent train point. The train either end, where are we? It goes to Silver Run Forest. Interesting enough, because we've got forestry stuff going here. So when you send your stuff off, if you get a contract for Silver Forest, that's where the train goes. Back over this river again, or the different, various different tributaries, and we're going to go that way to Johnson's Farmers Market, which is all the way up here. Looks like we've got a rickety old building off in the distance there. But that's the other thing I noticed as I was going round. When you get towards the edges of the map, it doesn't feel like you have. You don't notice, it does feel like it goes on and on and on. We're almost at the edge of the map now, but look at where the trees are and off in the distance. It's not. I mean, obviously, when you get right up to the edge, I guess you're going to be able to tell, but that's pretty cool. Well, it's sunk into the ground a little bit. Anyway, yeah, Johnson's Farmers Market. He's just here. And for all intents and purposes, that's the map. If we go back to here, we were at the farm area there. We went up there, didn't we? We did all that, came down. We did the farm and the farm area up to there. Then we went up there to the sawmill and the rent train point. We then came across the railway again to here and went up the road, out to the carpentry, out to the biogas plant, then all out to Johnson's Farmers Market. And that's the map. We've been round. Like I say, I do these all the time, and some maps just kind of, I don't know why, you just get that kind of sudden feel. I don't know if it's because it's got a more kind of gritty, I know I keep using that word, but it has. It's not as cartoony. If you look around, whilst there are flowers and weeds and stuff, it's not those bright, you've got those bright reds and purples and pinks and stuff. It's not an overly colourful map, whilst still being colourful. It's very well done. So anyway, there we go. That's Wild River Forest by Carl T.G. and Pixel Farms. Hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.